Greetings. Today we're going to talk about Rome's legacy. When I say legacy, what I mean is what Rome has left behind for the future generations to use and to learn from. And we have to start off by talking about their roads. There just can be no real discussion of what Rome has contributed to the world without talking about their roads. Their roads extended so far over their empire that it really created some of the first network societies at the time. It was sort of like I guess you could think of it as one gigantic trans-international railroad. They also made other achievements, especially in the area of science. The surgeon Galen is responsible for figuring out that the heart has valves, and many of his teachings went on to inspire future medical technology. Their engineering of creating the aqueducts by bringing water from a far-off place so that they could have water running throughout their city is what allowed Rome to expand into the largest known city in the world at the time. They also created the vaulted ceilings, which gave more artistic beauty to some of their buildings, as well as their creation of the Colosseum, which was a 360-degree sports stadium which could be enjoyed by everyone. As a matter of fact, most stadiums even today for soccer, football, or even baseball still use a very similar design as what was created with the Colosseum, with tunnels running in and out to go to different places to sit down for your seat. They also had many artistic innovations, including the Roman fresco, and the mosaic, which is where you put lots of different little pieces together to form a larger piece of art. In literature, there was Ovid and Virgil, who created the Aeneid, and they were also famous for their plays, creating both tragedy and comedy, even if they happen to have taken them from the Greeks. Even still, many Roman playwrights are studied today. William Shakespeare borrowed very heavily from many of the Roman playwrights. They were also famous for giving their speeches, and most notably, something that we use every day is their language. The Romance languages, which incorporate Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, and French and Romanian, and much of English is also based on the Romance language of Latin, okay? So that's why we call it the Romance language, because it comes from Rome. Finally, the Romans were also famous for creating a set of laws that everybody had to follow, and these laws were applied in their territories, and so we had a system of laws that could be expanded that were followed by people from all around. And that's probably the reason why we still study Rome. They represent the both best and the worst of what society has had to offer over the centuries, and there's just no way that we can really understand the world we live in today without at least exploring what the gifts that Rome left behind.